welcome back, Foundations of Algebra class. We're looking today at Unit 2, Lesson 2, Translating Equations. Our learning objective for today, students will be able to translate verbal equations into algebraic equations. So let's look at a special note first. We introduced several lists of keywords and phrases for the different operations in a previous video. Please refer back to your notes for that list. In this video, we'll look at examples of verbal equations being converted into algebraic equations. So in other words, you'll need that list in order for this video to make sense. One exception to this is the word is. It was not on the earlier video. Is, looking at that in parentheses, is typically where you put the equal sign in an equation. So our directions translate each equation, and we'll look at 4 examples. So the first one, the sum of twice a number and 10 is 36. Alright, so to let you have an idea, kind of see what I'm thinking about as I'm preparing to write this, and we kind of went through this on the other video, but I want to emphasize it a bit more now. We're going to ask 2 questions. First of all, what keywords are in this particular sentence or phrase, and the second is what operations are represented by those keywords. So the first one, what is or are the keywords? So we have the sum of, twice, and is. So sum of is add, also potentially representing parentheses. Twice the number is 2 times the number, and then the is our equal sign. So what operations should we use? Sum of implies addition, twice implies multiplying, and is will be the location of the equal sign. So that as an algebraic equation will be 2n plus 10 equals 36. A second example, 3 times the difference of a number and 7 is 18. So what are the key words? Times the difference of and is. What operation should we use? Times the difference of implies parentheses with subtraction, and is tells us where to put the equal sign. So 3 parentheses n minus 7 equals 18. A third example, 4 times a number divided by 8 is 3. What are the key words? Times, divided by, and is. What operation should we use? Times is multiplication, divided by is division, is our equal sign. So 4 times a number divided by 8 is 3. Our fourth and final example for this video. 4 less than the product of a number and 7 is 8 more than that number. Keywords, less than, product of, is, and more than. On your notes paper, you'll feel free to underline these terms. I'm identifying them as I can with the technology that I have. What operation should we use? Less than is subtraction, but remember, that's where we have to reverse it or flip it. Product is multiplication, is the equal sign, more than the product of a number and 7. So product of a number and 7 is 7n minus 4. Is our equal sign. Say 8 more than, so that's addition, than a number. So 8 plus a number. One thing to point out, less than, like we said, is one of those phrases where you have to reverse the expression, but addition, you do not have to reverse it. So it's fine to put 8 plus n here, where if you are multiplying, you would have 7n, and then if you are subtracting, you will put the subtraction after that. Addition, you could put the variable or the number in front. It's not going to matter. Alright, so I want you to look at these examples. Make sure you have them written out, perhaps even circle or highlight or underline those key phrases in those 4 problems, so you can use those as models for the practice questions that'll come up, and then that'll get you ready for the master check. See you in the next video.